All right, Shalom. It's your brother Yawatazal. I'm going to start out giving infinite honors, infinite glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS who rule well, teaches His truth 100%, no cut. Double shalom and salutation to the Akim, pushing His word across the four winds in true faith and sincerity, giving all diligence. No, just get into a quick lesson, man. Basically, the fruits of the Spirit, man. Sowing, to the Spirit and not to the flesh, man. I'm gonna get straight into it. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. I'm gonna start it like this. This is Ecclesiasticus 1:16. It says, "To fear the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah is the fulfillment is fullness of wisdom and fill his men with her fruit, man." So first off, the first stage is, man, of reaping spiritual benefits, this fruit, man, the fruit of the Spirit, man. You have to fear the Lord, man, because fearing the Lord shows you how to work, man. You know how to sow, to the Spirit, man, by fearing the Lord, because you change up your whole your lifestyle, man. You come out of this perverseness of the world, man, that we've been so called educated in, man. And you become the Lord educates you in His word, man, brings His word out of you, man. You know, and we are to go out there and do what? To educate, man, our people, the children of Israel, man. The ones that will listen, the elect, man, by bringing this word out, man, literally teaching it, man. You know, so that's the first steps, man, of reap sowing, Salakia, sowing to the Spirit, and reaping, to the Spirit, man, reaping from the Spirit, man. Is the fear of the Lord, man. Because you learn how to work spiritually, man, as far as applying His discipline, man, His word, man, that the Lord has given us, man. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding these commandments. It says, "She filleth all their houses with things desirable, and the gardeners with her increase." Gardeners, Salakia, the gardeners. Yeah, kind of Salakia, Israel. The gardeners with her increase, man. It says, "The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of the Most High. And Salakia enlarges their rejoicing that love Him, man." So this word, what it just said, it says, and the gardeners with her increase, man. So we are considered gardeners, man. That's why the scripture tell us, man, be not, I'm gonna bring that out, be not mocked, man, whatsoever man sows, he shall reap, man. So we have to basically, in our garden, man, which is our everyday lives, man, doing this work, man, we have to sow to the Spirit, man. So we can reap spiritual benefits, man. We can't be planting goddamn thorns and letting our garden just get all overran with weeds and trash trees, what is it, water oaks, and things of that nature, man, because they don't bear no fruit, man. We have to plant grapes, apples, oranges, lemons, so on and so forth, man. Something that bears fruit, man, something that's useful, man, to be eaten, man, and also to be given out, man. you know it says, because you sow to the flesh, man, shit, you liable to goddamn, plant some damn what is it, poison ivy or some poison sumac, man. Have you touch it, or you're allergic to it, man, shit'll kill you damn near, man, or break you out, man. That's the same, just using the analogy, that's the same as, to the sowing to the flesh, man. You liable to get killed, man. You're going to get killed, man, because you sow to the flesh, you're sowing corruption, man. You're sowing death, man. Where you sowing corruption, which is going to reap, you're going to reap the benefits of, which is death, man. You know, it says, verse 19, it says, "Wisdom raineth down skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalteth them to honor that hold her fast," man. So this word what nurtures us, man. This word what feeds us, man. This wisdom keeps us going, man. You know, It nurtures the spirit, it waters the spirit, man. The fruits of the spirit, man. But we must fear the Lord and apply His words, man, to the best of our ability, man. And that's just what it is. It says the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord. See, the root of wisdom is what? To fear the Lord, man. Everything once the seed takes root, man. Hey, that's the beginning process of it to sprout, man, to grow. You know, and we have to water these seeds, you know, to the spirit with the word, man, which is this wisdom, man. Meaning us applying this word, us teaching this word, man. You know, more than just knowing it, you have to apply this, man. You know, that's just like you plant some seeds, man. You know they need water, but you don't water them, man. What use is that, man? No benefit from that, man. We know this word. We have to do this word, man. You know, to the best of our ability. It says, and the branches thereof are long life, man. And the branches thereof, man, once it grows, man, what a long life, eternity, immortality, Salakia. You know, and that's what that's the part of reaping the benefits of the spirit, man. Long life, man. You know, everything you can ever desire, man, and righteous desires, man. You know. But this is Galatians. Salakia. This is Galatians 6 and 7. It says, let him that, Salakia 6 and 7, it says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap, man. So if you sow to the spirit, you're going to reap the spiritual benefits, spiritual gifts, man. You sow to the flesh, you're going to reap death, man, corruption, you know. It says, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting, man. The branches, what we just read, the branches of our long life, man. You know, so you have to sow to the spirit, man. That's the only way we're gonna make it in this ministry, in this world, man. You know, of sowing to the spirit, man, because that's the only thing that matters, man. The spirit, man. Your spirit matters more than your flesh, even though we know it's a balance, man. You know, the body cannot work unless the spirit, and you know the spirit it needs a tabernacle, man. You know, it needs a body, man. You know, especially on planet Earth, so to speak. You know, but I'm rambling off, Salakia. It says, I'm gonna read it over. It says, for he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap life everlasting, man. And that's what we looking forward to, man. That's why we have to do this work, apply this word, man, in order to reap these benefits, spiritual benefits, man. You know, the fruits of the spirit, man. It says, as we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are of the household of faith, man. That's what we have to do, man. You know, we have to apply this word, man. You know, hey, to the best of our ability, man. Hey, this word just don't apply to, you know, just treating Israel a certain way. We have to do it amongst all nations, man. You know, we can't become as the heathens, man. So we have to apply this word wherever, whenever, you know. And let me get this. I'm gonna jump to Galatians. Well, I'm gonna get this real quick. This is 2 Peter 2 and 11. It says, dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul, man. So we're supposed to abstain from fleshly lusts that war against the soul. You know, now there's a balance, man, but we're not supposed to, you know, overindulge, so to speak, in our fleshly lust, man. We have to balance it, man. You know, we have to balance, you know, sex, you know, drinking, you know, different activities that sway us away from, you know, doing this work, man. We have to have a balance, man, in everything we do. We're not to overindulge in anything, man. We have to keep a balance in everything, man. You know, and that's just what it is, man. And like I was watching the video yesterday with Elder Apostle Gabar. He was saying how Elder Apostle Tahar was saying, shit, the key to surviving this truth, keeping things simple, man. And when you have a balance, you got everything is simple, man. You know, it's simple, man. So you have to find your balance, man, and stay on it, man. Don't overexert and don't overdo nothing, man. Keep everything balanced, man. Just like when you jogging, you have to pace yourself, man, or you gonna burn out, man. And you don't want to run. You don't want to goddamn when you jogging. You don't want to, be walking, man. Defeats the purpose of you jogging, man. You have to have a steady pace, you know. And this is Galatians 5:19. It says, "Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, and lasciviousness." We know these all are different things. As far as adultery, basically, profane things, man. Fornication, uncleanliness, lasciviousness, basically overindulging in the flesh, feeding into, the lust of the flesh, man. Having sex with another man's woman. Fornication, idolatry, spiritual idolatry. Well, Salakia, not spiritual, but idolatry. Uncleanliness, homosexuality, bestiality, lasciviousness, just overindulging in different sexual activities, man. You know, being just outrageous with your sexuality, man. Sexual activities, man. You know, all in public, goddamn having sex, or playing with sucking on a woman titties, or playing with her vagina, or whatever it may be, slapping on her ass, grabbing on her ass, all just out and just in the public, man. What you do with your woman, man, you do it in the privacy of your own home, man. When it comes to sexual activities, man. You know. But I'm gonna keep going. It says idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, uh, emulations, wrath, strife, sedition, heresy, man. That's basically rebelliousness, man. Being rebellious, man. You know, going against the truth, man. Going against the Most High and what the Lord has laid out for us, man. Trying to change up the doctrine, so on and so forth, man. Following after idols. Verse 21, it says, envying, murder, drunkenness, reveling, and such like, of which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High, man. And that's basically, uh, bringing confusion, man. Maliciousness towards your brothers, man. Or just in general, man. You know, it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law, because you're moving in the Spirit, man. It's natural to you. It's not like you're under a law. That's just the way of life, man. And that's just what this word is, man. It's our way of life, man. And in the kingdom, we're gonna be perfect, man. So it's gonna be natural to us, a way of life, man. We're not gonna have to fight and struggle against the flesh, man. Put our flesh under subjection to the law. We're gonna already be, the law is already gonna be in us, man. We're gonna be made perfect, man. We're gonna just flow, man, in the Spirit. And that's the fruits. That's the fruits of the Spirit, man. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Self-control. Joy, and having joy when you suffer for righteousness, man. Peace, being at peace with everything, man. Not walking around with a big ass chip on your shoulder and just spazzing out, man. You at peace within yourself, man. Through the Spirit. Love, man, keeping these commandments. Long suffering, being patient, man, being able to suffer, man. Gentleness, man, treating your brothers with love, man. Not being an asshole to your brethren, man, just for no reason, man. Goodness, man, doing good. Charity, man. Faith, believing, man. The Lord giving you the gift of faith to believe in His word, man. To do it. Meekness, being humble, man. Temperance, self-control. And that's just what it is, man. And let me get this real quick. This is 1 Corinthians 13 and 4. It says charity suffers long and is kind. Charity envy is not. Charity is vaunted, not itself, is not puffed up. Meaning we don't boast, man, in nothing. We don't brag on ourselves. We don't brag on what we done did for a brother. You know, we got it, we do it, you know. Brother asks, in need, man, hey, you can help, man. And it ain't nothing else to be said about it, man. No point in throwing it up in the brother face, bragging on it, boasting on it to another brother. Hey, nah, man. You know, that's love, man. You know, that's a perfect order, man. It says, verse 5, it says, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, think is no evil, man. That's just the spirit that we have to be in, man. We don't need to seek our own glory, man. For what, man? For what? You know, we have to be. We can't be acting indecent, man. We have to carry ourselves in a royal manner, man, in a holy manner. You know, according to this word, man. You know, we gotta have tempers, man. We're not easily provoked, man. Easily to lash out, man. You know. And another one. This is First John's. Shalakia. 1 John 5:2. It says, but this we know that we love the children of the Most High when we love the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous, man. These commandments are not grievous at all, man. At all, man. This is how we show our love, man. To our Akim and to the Most High, man. By fearing him, keeping his commandments, man, and teaching our Akim to do so, man. You know. That's just what it is, man. It says, for whatsoever is born of the Most High overcomes the world. And the world, what? It raises the flesh, man. It promotes the flesh. It grows the flesh, man. It waters the flesh, so to speak. You know, caters to it. You know, brings it up. You know, and I'm just saying, you know, going into, you know, this world promotes death, man. It raises death and destruction, man. You know, everything that's being promoted and uplifted in this society and looked up on, looked good upon, you know, is destruction, man. This is not our rest, man. You know. And we have to overcome this world by what? Way of the Spirit, man. The words that the Lord has given us. It says, for whatsoever is born of the Most High overcomes the world, and this is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. So we have to have faith and fear the Lord, man. And those are gifts. Only the elect are to receive those, man. Are going to receive that, man. Those gifts, man, from the Most High. You know, Lord willing, we of the elect, man. Starting with our apostles and elders on down to us younger brothers, man, that's doing this work and that learned from our apostles and elders, man. And let me see. This is First Peter's 3:15. It says, but sanctify the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua power in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear, man. So that's another thing, man. Love, fruits of the Spirit, man. Sowing to the Spirit, man. By answering, by doing this work, man. Somebody asks you a sincere question dealing with these scriptures, dealing with our faith. You answer it, man. You have the answer, answer it. If you don't have the answer, get the answer from my elder brother and go get back with them, man. You know, if they have the patience to wait, if you don't have the answer, man. But we are supposed to, a brother asks for something, man, sincerely dealing with trying to be edified and be fed, you feed them, man. In the spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, through the spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, you feed them. It say having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation of Mashiach. That's why we got to carry ourselves in a royal, holy manner, man. A holy, royal manner, man. Separate, man. We not out there talking about destroying Esau, Edom, and that we're going to do it. We say the Lord going to do it, man, because that's what the scriptures say. And the Lord say, when he rise up to the prayer, he's going to give us the prayer. Then that's when we're going to do it. But we're not talking about engaging with him beforehand. We waiting on the Lord to rise up to the prayer, man. We're not out there telling people to bear arms and posting videos of us at the gun range and doing all this old crazy shit, man. We moving as the Lord told us to move, man. Wise as serpents, harmless as doves, man. Moving in the spirit, man. This is I'm gonna end it on this scripture, 1 Peter 5:2. It says, "Feed the flock of the Most High which is among you, taking oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind." So we have to have a ready mind. We not supposed to, brother. We doing this work. We're not supposed to feel constrained, man. We supposed to do this work willingly, man. Because that's us sowing. We have to work, man. This is us sowing to the spirit, man. In order for you to reap of the spirit, you have to sow, man. You have to work, man. Lord said, man, don't work, you don't eat, man. And that goes both ways, physically and spiritually, man. So that's just what it is, man. We have to do the will of the Lord to the best of our ability, man. We have to apply this word, teach, and treat our brothers correctly, man. Love our brothers as ourselves, man. You ain't gonna kill yourself. You ain't gonna do no harm to yourself unless you dead. But us having this life in us, man, we not gonna do that, man. So hey, we gotta look at our brothers as ourselves and look at the brothers as Yahweh Shah, man, as well. How would you treat the Lord? What would you do? You know what I'm saying? How would you treat the Lord? Would you help the Lord when he asked for it? Would you obey the Lord when he gave a command? All these things we have to calculate in there, man. Verse 3, it says, "Neither as being lords over the Most High inheritance, but being examples to the flock." So we have to be examples, man. Our apostles and elders are the perfect examples, man, and we have to follow their examples, man. And starting off with Yahweh Shah, man, was the greatest example, man. And all of the ancient men, man, that was the men of the Lord, man, in these scriptures, man. And even to this day, man, the ones that the Lord used to teach us, man. It says, "And when the chief shepherd shall appear, you shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away," man. And that's the Lord is going to give us what? He's going to give us out what we reap, man. And just what it is, man. The Lord say we're going to get a crown that never fades away, man. When he returns, man. But until then, we got to keep working until the Lord come back, man, and basically give us that penny, man, so to speak, man. As the scriptures say. Give us the reward, man, of our works, our actions, man. So, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to end to give infinite honors and glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and teaches this truth 100%, no cut. And double shalom and salutation to the Akim pushing his word across the four winds of truth, faith, sincerity, and in diligence. Kwam elect the Asha'al and Mawaf Lababal. Shalom.